What is up, North Atlanta Vape Squad? Welcome to another overview video. Hopefully I'm going to start doing these weekly. This would be the third week in a row where we actually have a video, so that's exciting. 3 things to talk about tonight. First of which being meat updates. Number 2 being some kick butt stuff happening with Dimitri from Mountain Oak Vapors and the Tennessee Smoke Free Association. Probably a little bit of update on the Georgia Smoke Free Association with Bill Funderbunk, who hopefully will be getting back to me pretty soon, and we're gonna get that going. It's gonna be very exciting. Good things are happening, my friends. And number 3, what was the third thing I wanted to talk about? I don't know. I can't. Oh wait, that. Yeah. So Jerry Dempsey, very good friend of mine, cooked this little poster up for me to have a very smallish logo background thing for when I do videos, because he said looking at my garage door was like looking into a window of an orphanage. It just was sad. He didn't actually say that. I'm ad-libbing at this point because I don't really know where my notes are because they disappeared, and I don't really want to restart this video because this would be the 5th time attempting to film it. I digress. Moving on. Jazz hands, that's for you, whoever was talking about my jazz hands a couple weeks ago. Anyway, meat update. We have good news, and we have bad news. And then we have some more good news. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. First good news, we have an area. Area. That's a good term. It's kind of broad, doesn't really mean anything specific. We're shooting for the perimeter-ish area. We're actually in talks right now with the Weston over there about their ballroom space. First they were like, oh yeah, we're good. And then they remembered, what was it, Bash? Yeah, thanks Bash. Ruined everything. Anyway, they then emailed us and said, hey, so the Weston is a smoke-free zone. And we said, well, we're a smoke-free zone too. Well, in fact, the goal of this event would be to get people off of tobacco. Here's some links, here's some research. We would love for you to be a part of this story of getting people off of traditional tobacco. So we're going to see if they bite, and if they don't, we're back to square one, looking around the perimeter area for a hotel. That's the goodish news. The bad news is the date is being pushed. We were shooting for January 31st. That's been the date in my head since we had the last one way early this year. But then Cloud Masters. So Jacob from Cloud Masters and Brett Evans from Married to Vape Bar have informed me that January 31st is a Cloud Masters competition, and obviously that takes priority. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a jerk. I digress. Cloud Masters is awesome. I'm just disappointed that we have to push the date. But through this, here's the other good news for any of you Cloud Masters fans. We talked to them tonight, and Cloud Masters will be hosting the Cloud competition for the North Atlanta Vape Squad meet. I'm going to talk to them about specifics, but I kind of want to do what they're doing, but 2 of them. That's actually 4. 2 of them. 2 in the sense where we have a mechanical unregulated section and a regulated box mod-ish section. And then maybe those 2 can go head-to-head. I don't know. I will talk to Jacob about all of these things, and we will see how that goes. So that's kind of the meat update. We are officially pushing to either mid to late February or early March. So we'll see how that goes down. Isn't it wonderful how we plan these things and then get pushed? Anyway, that is the business that we are in, and the business is vaping and vape meets and having a good old time. And we want this meet to be as big and as great as we can possibly make it. So that's going to be very exciting. The third thing I wanted to talk about is this the third thing or the second thing? Tennessee Smoke Free Association. I don't care which thing it is. We're just going to talk about it. Dimitri posted up a link earlier this evening. He said, please set aside hand checks for a few minutes and share this on your walls, local groups, and please send to local media, radio, TV, and newspaper outlets. Time to take a stand against the fear-mongering propaganda that the Tennessee Department of Health is spreading. So he put out a link that TSFA put out about how the Tennessee Department of Health has been pushing lots and lots of anti-vaping propaganda using, obviously, the logical fallacies that we know and have become accustomed to, which is we don't know enough about it, therefore we should get rid of it. They've actually stated in their bylaws and in their literature not to use vaping to get off cigarettes, that you should only use FDA-approved cessation devices, which is ridiculous because if you actually look at the numbers, Tennessee's smoking rates have dropped significantly since vaping went on the incline. So you can go to Dimitri's link that I've posted in Navs below. Click on that, share it everywhere. I will be sending it to Forsyth Herald to hopefully give them some follow-up material for what we did earlier this year when we got rid of the vaping ban that they were putting through Forsyth County. So that's exciting. Good job, Dimmy and the Tennessee Smoke-Free Association. Georgia Smoke-Free Association, which is being run up by Bill Funderbunk, is in the works. They are legally official as of a few days ago, and we are talking to them about myself being the Atlanta chapter leader, or whatever you want to call it. But we're just going to make sure that when something comes up, for example, the Forsyth County thing, we'll catch it way before it blows up and do something bad. But that's what Tennessee Smoke-Free Association is about. That's what the Georgia Smoke-Free Association is going to be about, all about advocacy and defending our rights. It's going to be great, and that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about, so I'm excited about it. Is there anything else to talk about? Anything else? Other than the fact that this juice is delicious, and no, I'm not telling you what it is, because that would ruin the surprise. Oh, that is one more thing I wanted to talk about. Hopefully everybody's still watching, and we're only 7 minutes in. Come on, you can handle 7 minutes of me. I want to get some feedback before I officiate this idea and put it into the works for the meet. I've talked to the admins. The admins think it's a great idea. Let me run you through what we're going to be doing at the meet. So there's going to be a few things going on. Normal raffle, where all the vendors give prizes, and you'll get that raffle ticket, a single raffle ticket for every person that walks in the door. You will sign in at the table, get your raffle ticket. That will be your raffle ticket for the entire raffle. A second raffle will be a pay $1, get a ticket raffle for a charity that we're going to figure out what we're going to do with. We might do Georgia Smoke-Free Association, we might do CASA, we might do something else. We haven't decided yet. But all that money will go to a charity of our choice, hopefully within the range of tobacco harm reduction. And then that'll be a big prize. I'm trying very hard to get a Navs branded mod, high quality mod of some sort, and we'll figure that out. But that's not the idea I want to spring on you. That's just normal logistics. There is another way for us to raise money, and I want you, the juice vendors, and those of you who actually own e-liquid companies, to comment on the thread below and tell me what you think. I've talked with a couple of juice manufacturers, and they think it's actually a pretty cool idea. Here's the rundown, if you can stay with me for a moment. The first official, not cloud competition, e-liquid competition. And here's how it would work. Let's just use, for example, Vape Bar and Bulldog Vapor and Marietta Vape Bar. We'll just use them as an example. I'm not pinpointing them, but use them as an example. Each of them has the ability to create new juices. So here's the idea. Each company or brand or e-liquid line creates a liquid called Navs, N-A-V-S, and they can mess with the logo, label however they want to, and it can be a completely different flavor profile than everybody else. There's no specific set flavor profile. Has to be max VG, has to be 3 milligram. Those are the rules. Has to be called Navs. And this is what we do. Each company brings maybe 50 bottles or so, 25 to 50 bottles, and we have anyone who entered, we have a bottle of their juice at the front desk. So when you walk in, say there's 6 companies who entered, there's 6 juices right there for you to try when you sign in. Then you vote for your favorite. Whoever wins the most votes gets a plaque or a reward or something, official juice of the North Atlanta Vape Squad Meet 3. I think that'd be cool. And here's the part where we raise money for charity. Each vendor brings those extra bottles that we were just talking about and sells them at their booth. Each having their own specific booth at the event, and sells their liquid there at the table, including the Navs liquid. Any profit, and this will have to be agreed upon by all the vendors, but any profit made off of the e-liquid, we donate to the charity. Boom. That's a great way to raise money. It's a great way to make a new juice. And of course, after the event's over, they can rebrand it, rename it, whatever. But I think it'd just be a cool idea. I've never seen that done before. It's something that popped in my head while I was having a meeting with the admins. But the first official juice competition. I think that'd be awesome. I think it'd be a great chance for people like Josh and Brett and Wesley and all juice makers alike, Matt Wellman from Steam Cigs, myself, Ryan Cook, anyone who wants to make juice can make juice for this event as long as they're an actual e-liquid line. I don't want anybody walking up to the front table at Navs and saying, yeah, so went to Walmart, grabbed some PG, some VG, I grabbed some Kool-Aid drops, I dripped some drops in there, found some nicotine online, dripped some of that in there, here's the juice. No. You have to be an e-liquid line. Please. Come correct. That's a Brett Evans quote. Come correct, or you'll get wrecked. That's not the point. Juice competition. I want to hear about your thoughts in the comments below. Also, go to the North Atlanta Vape Squad YouTube and subscribe there and like it up. Do whatever you want to do. I am just so happy about Navs and what it's become. A year ago, it was this small group of maybe 50 to 60 people who just talked about vaping. And now we're this big movement that's doing advocacy things like we did with the Forsyth County thing. Just being a part of something bigger. And I think the Georgia Smoke Free Association is going to be one of those things where we all get together for something bigger. And I'm just excited to be a part of that. I know you guys are too. I will see all of your beautiful faces in February or March for the North Atlanta Vape Squad Meet 3. And until then, keep on the page, keep on the forum, stay classy, my fellow vapors, and we will talk to you soon. Keep calm and vape on.